Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo and today is Friday, August 7th, 2020. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. According to the New York Times best-selling author Jim Collins, CEOs who have what he calls level 5 leadership ability is one of the primary drivers behind the sustained success of any great company. And if bodybuilders are the CEOs of their own corporation, that makes level 5 leadership especially important, which is why someone like Henri Pierre Ano has been at the top of their game for so long. Throughout his career, we've seen Henri take a consistent and principled approach to success. And if you just look back at his track record, the results speak for themselves. Success and leadership start at the top, which is something that Henri's understood from day one. And it's also the reason why I think his best days are still ahead of him. I want to stick with my organizational cultural theme for a minute and talk about the importance of surrounding yourself with the right people, which is one of the most important things you can do in business and bodybuilding, or just in life in general. Surrounding yourself with the right people who have the best interest of you and your company in mind is the key to being successful in the long run. Just ask Dwayne Quamina. A few years ago, Dwayne was just an upcoming guy who hadn't even made a blip on the radar from a bodybuilding standpoint. And today, he's a former top 10 Olympian who looks like he's trending back in that direction again in a big way. You can't go from good to great without having a great team behind you. And if he's going to keep his arrow trending upward, the other people who are on his bus with him will be a big part of that reason why. For savvy investors, bear markets signal a time to be aggressive because they present the best opportunity to load up on assets that should have a steady increase in value as the markets turn around. And considering how turbulent the bodybuilding market is at the moment, it feels like the perfect time to invest in an upside guy like Kerrith Baijo. The way I see it, Kerrith's in a perfect position to be a high riser in the 212 division. We have shows getting canceled left and right, and athletes are being forced to pull out for one reason or another. And that opens the door for someone like him to take advantage of a golden opportunity. And since he's getting closer and closer to being able to leverage some of his capital, I wouldn't be surprised if he turned himself into a hot commodity down the stretch. As far as American military history is concerned, there are very few men who've ever had a reputation like the late General George S. Patton. Patton was famous for being absolutely relentless and is actually quoted as saying, "My motto in battle is go forward." So if I were staring down the barrel of the biggest fight of my career, the way Chris Bumstead is, I think channeling my inner Patton wouldn't be a bad place to start. For the most part, it feels like Chris is already marching pretty steadily towards his first title defense, which is exactly what you want to see from someone in his position. But it's only August, which means the battle is just beginning. So that means the motto from here on out needs to be 2 words: go forward. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.